Welcome to St. Crowley, home of the Undercouncil. Delilah frequented an establishment in the city on the edge of the territories claimed by the vampires. A house of ill repute.
Like do you mean like a
whorehouse?
not a whorehouse, but what's it called? What's the more
A brothel?
Burlesque club?
brothel burlesque club? Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was. It was a burlesque club.
Hanley's?
Was she?
It was owned by a doctor.
Was she a dancer?
No. Please. She knew some of the dancers.
Interesting. Do you have any other information about the owner of the club or the people who she spoke to?
No. I did not approve.
They were being the dancers were being exploited, huh?
Quite the opposite.
I think I may know of this location. While I was out,
Get your fix.
yes.
No judgment from me, bro.
Seeking some sustenance, I came across a location like this called Dr. Hanley's house.
Cash, you said you were somewhat familiar with this burlesque club?
Yes, while I was out exploring the town, I came across there. It seemed like it was a very busy location, more so than usual. The patrons seemed to have like this sort of unique intoxication about them.
Unique intoxication.
Yeah, it was very strange, like some kind of drug.
How do you know that?
Well, as you know, I'm dependent on certain sources of sustenance.
Oh. Say no more. Say no more.
Yes. Needless to say, such activities create a very strange and euphoric feeling whenever they are under certain influences.
Hector, has there been any are you familiar with any incidents being reported in that area?
No, none in particular. I do know that it's a popular attraction for both tourists and people within the city itself. They've got a pretty wide variety of interesting things in that venue, apparently. I've never personally been. However, I don't have time with the things that the director has me doing. I've never heard of anything in particular bad happening there other than the occasional fisticuffs and, alcohol poisoning.
Can someone look up what time when their operating hours are so we know if they're even open?
Would Hammond have heard of this place for any reason, like through Garrett or just...
You've definitely heard of it before, but not in the context of, supernatural shit happens at this club or whatever. I mean, you've heard it's a pretty cool place to go, see some dancing and socialize with people, that kind of thing. It seems to be a pretty popular night spot.
I'm asking other players to look it up because Neil is driving and doesn't want to look up this information on his phone while he's driving.
I look up what time? Victor looks up burlesque times.
Okay, so the club opens at 6 o'clock sharp, and it stays open until about 2 a.m.
Which I'm guessing since, I think it was 4 when we got to the Ashcroft's place?
Yeah, it's about 5:30 now.
Okay.
So you guys, it should be opening about the time you guys get there.
Is there
There is a cover charge.
is there a dress code?
Fuck.
As I glance at Victor.
Based on this Facebook page for the club, you wouldn't guess that there's a dress code rather. It seems like the patrons wear pretty much whatever they want, or not, as the case may be.
Yeah.
I just meant to get in. Like, do they want a homeless-looking man going in?
It seems like there are plenty of gutter punk looking individuals loitering outside in the pictures. Seems like they're welcoming of all kinds at Dr. Hanley's.
Well, I pat down my clothes to make them look a little bit less ratty.
It's not helping.
Avenger, is there a particular place in the club that Delilah spent much time in? Like, would we have to go in through the back, or is it somewhere that we could see as customers?
And you said she was friends with the dancers. Do you remember any names?
Yes, there was a dancer who went by the name of Calixus.
That is an awkward stage name.
That was her real name.
Okay.
Oh, Eclixus? Calixus.
Calixus.
She goes by Callie for short.
Spell this.
Callyxis. That's correct.
I'm going to call you Cal. How's Cal?
This name is stupid.
Okay. We start. Do we get up there soon?
Yeah, you pull up nearby and find a spot parked along the curb in a parallel parking spot.
Just to be safe, Victor changes out of the nasty old hoodie that he usually wears and puts on a better jacket.
I'm assuming it was in your backpack that you
Yes,
carried
it
with
is.
you. Okay, good.
Okay.
And a nicer shirt. I mean, they're all not, it's still not the best, but it's
It's clean.
clean,
It doesn't have dried blood and tears in it.
basically.
Okay. Also, Avenger responds to your earlier question. We generally went in through the front door.
How much is the cover charge?
You're
According
asking a cat?
according to the Facebook page, it is
On the Facebook.
a $10
Okay.
cover charge.
All right. How much money
Heck,
does
you-
Resources 1 give me? Because I'll probably...
Plenty of spending cash.
Okay. Yeah, and Hector has Resources of 2. Resources is a merit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You've all got $10 on you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make that the thing that bars your entry into this club.
I think Hammond's the only one that actually has.
I mean, if nothing else, you could just mug somebody and take their money.
I'm
Yeah.
a freelance writer. Thank you very much.
Okay. So I presume that you parallel park and that you guys are moving towards the
I'm pretty sure
entrance of the
parallel
club.
parking would take a roll die, and I'm not skilled in drive. So I'm going to drive around
God.
until I find a block where I don't have to actually parallel park in between 2 vehicles.
Okay,
Yeah, I
you
was-
find something a couple of blocks away.
Good.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is parallel parking. That's gotta be a roll.
All right, guys.
So we're a couple blocks away from the club.
You're a
after
couple
we
of
park.
blocks away from the club. Got to hoof it the rest of the way.
It's paid parking is the only place that had anywhere, but whatever.
There's a short line of people waiting to get in already whenever the doors open.
I'm gonna have Hector's gonna go ahead and take the lead of our group through this, since he seems to be the most respectable person.
The doorman is, by the
Hey,
way,
Hammond's got his suit.
possibly the largest man you have ever seen. He is massively large, like 7.5 feet tall, rippling muscle.
Victor bows up to be as tall as he can.
You're not even close, Victor.
I know. I know I'm not close. I'm just trying.
He's wearing some shades and a bright blue suit. It seems the employees all wear very colorful clothing here.
Is it powder blue? Because I love powder blue.
It's powder blue.
That's
I,
awesome.
I swear, if anyone asks Hammond to stand next to him so they can take pictures, this isn't gonna end well.
Hammond, you barely go up to his kneecap.
So,
So Hector leads off and nods to him and says,
Hector or Neil?
Hector,
Okay.
and nods $10, right?
Yeah, how many's in your party?
What is this? 5? Whatever happened to Rachel?
Rachel left at some point.
Okay.
Got a job.
Because
fair.
I realized if she had been around, Hammond would not have brought up the stuff about the director just yet, since she just recently joined his group.
Yeah,
right.
I remembered that Rachel was splitting off with you guys after she decided to join because she needed to get some sleep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because she had just gotten off her shift. Hector just responds with the word 5.
All right, that'll be $50. Wait, hold on. He looks Casimir up and down. And then he takes a look at Victor. All right, yeah, okay. $50.
Hector gives him his $10 and motions to the rest of the group to follow along.
We should have just stood in a huddle and had Hammond hide in the middle.
I could just fit you in my book sack.
The guard responds, "I'm sorry, we don't give child discounts."
Got to be over 20 to get in here.
20 inches.
Burn.
You guys are all 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some change.
I'm assuming Victor is.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
It seems like him asking that is almost an afterthought.
Oh. Well. Yeah, because he didn't even check IDs,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
is good.
All right. Well, you're all paid up. Come on in.
Yep. Hector kind of stands to the side, makes sure there's no issues with anyone paying, and just follows behind the last person in the group. So I guess Neil would walk in first, I guess, and just start looking around, seeing what he sees.
So this place is pretty interesting. It's got really high ceilings with various kinds of sound equipment and lights hanging from those steel girder things that they use at clubs. There's all kinds of like different colored lights flashing everywhere. There's a pretty intense beat playing. There's a dance floor that people are already starting to kind of mosey out onto. There's a stage for live performances. Obviously, it's a burlesque club, but there's actually several stages. They're like almost like positioned like catwalks from like a fashion club or whatever. So they kind of come out into the dance floor and then back.
I got you. You say there's like a few different stages or wings to the stage, basically.
Yeah, and they all kind of come out from different directions into the dance floor and then back.
Okay.
So the performances are happening like literally all around you at all times. Kind of set further back away from the dance floor is a large like seating area where they've got a bar, pretty nicely stocked bar with like all kinds of different like colorful liquids and bottles. This place has a lot of color, lots and lots of color. And it looks like the workers themselves are all dressed in various kinds of outlandish like costumes and such. They've got body paint on some of them, glitter. It's seems like a pretty festive place. And there's a landing accessible by some stairs that seems to be like a VIP area.
Imagine it's like if you went to Mardi Gras and took LSD.
It is like if you went to Mardi Gras and took LSD.
Can I roll to look for supernaturals?
Certainly, make your roll.
I was actually going to ask if
Fucked.
we
Neil's
could
yeah, but
roll like a perception check or anything just to like sniff around, see if anything stands out.
yeah, I was about to say Neil's gonna
Spend a willpower.
Okay.
Neil's gonna send his sense of smell to the spirit realm and see if there's anything suspicious.
Nada.
There are resonances of joy and lust and spirits of those kinds of things here as well. Also, spirits of dementia and illusion.
I was curious. I was wondering if there would be like a spirit like delirium or something.
Delirium, yeah.
Lunacy, something like that.
Yeah.
Do those happen to be? Does that smell happen to be concentrated in a certain area? You start like so what other people would see, it's like Neil's like
I got
he's
4,
kind
by the way.
he's kind of looking around with his nose a little bit upturned, and he's not making really
You're
obviously
seeing the
sniffing,
same things Neil is, more or less.
but he's
I got nothing.
but you can tell he's definitely being led around by his nose, but he's trying to make it not super obvious.
It doesn't seem to be in one particular area. It's all over this place. This place is like a hot spot for high energy.
So basically, like above the dance floor in the high ceilings, he just sees like these ghost things all.
Well,
doing...
this was the sense of smell that I was using.
Yeah.
This wasn't
You
vision.
can just smell the adrenaline and the
Okay.
energy and
Never
the
mind.
lust.
Never mind with the joke.
Yeah, I was trying to see if like there was like a source for like dementia, like he had mentioned, something like that.
Yeah, do we see anything in a spirit?
Spirits related to all of the emotions that
Uh,
I said previously.
Well,
Cass had
Correction, I should
mentioned
say anything, any of them that stand out, like ones that do look out of place, like death or secrets.
Secrets. Yes, there are secrets here, but no death.
Cash. You had mentioned before people were drugged.
Yeah, it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like this sort of weird elation. I can't really quite describe it. It's like being intoxicated, like drinking too much, but more surreal.
Neil goes to the bar and orders a mixed drink, and tips the waiter for it, or not the waiter, but the tips the bartender for it.
The bartender is a woman wearing not a lot of clothing.
Oh yeah, it's Burlesque Club.
And her face is painted up in almost like a fox mask.
A fox mask.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Neil goes up and says,
Juggles bottles as she's making your drink for you.
"How's y'all's Long Island's?"
Long, she says to you shortly.
Neil, that was terrible.
I'm not trying to hit on her
Why not?
because I don't like doing that in my tabletop games, because it's even more awkward than real life. Because I'm basically hitting
I
on Josh
appreciate
playing
that.
a woman.
I appreciate that.
Yes, that's really strange and uncomfortable.
Neil, whenever she serves him the drink, he goes ahead and nods towards her, and but before he goes ahead and drinks it, he sniffs it both with normal nose and also with his sense of smell in the spirit realm, making sure there's nothing suspicious about making sure there's like no infusion of something supernatural inside of it, or even natural, like if for some reason maybe they're just drugged straight up out the well.
No, that seems to check out. Just alcohol,
All right. Well, he goes ahead and pays for his drink.
bitters mix, and whatnot.
Pays for his drink, leaves a couple dollars tip, and starts walking around the club with the Long Island in his hand, drinking it.
All right. Well, people are starting to filter in. The music's starting to thump, and dancers are appearing on the stage, both men and women, in different kinds of burlesque get-up. Some of the men are cross-dressing, some of them are not, and some of the women are also kind of cross-dressing, and some are not. Seems like they're well represented here.
Hammond, can you go check the bathrooms for me? Make sure nothing untoward is happening over there. If that's Hammond's reaction, he's like, "Look, I mean,
So, everybody roll me resolve and composure.
is this a mind-altering thing?"
Any bonuses or just straight up?
Yes, it is. No bonuses. Oh, wait, hold on. Add your supernatural stat to it.
So, Urge.
Primal Urge for werewolves, blood potency for vampires, lair for our beast.
2.
Is this a supernatural power that's attempting to influence me? because I have the merit Indomitable. The powers of the supernatural have little bearing on my character's behavior.
4 successes,
Yes.
please, John.
3 successes.
2.
You said wits plus composure.
What's that? Primal urge.
Composure and resolve.
I would like to go on record that Neil just rolled like 9 dice for this.
Yes. I had the Indomitable merit, which gave me +2 to resist against basically behavior altering supernatural effects. I also had a primal urge of 2, so that was 4, and then my resolve plus composure were 5.
That's cool.
I had 5.
But Neil ended up with 4 successes.
Okay, if you rolled less than 4 successes, you're affected by this.
Well, fuck.
You
I'm good.
Can I spend a willpower for this?
Sorry, Don. You should have done that whenever you made the roll.
3. I'm affected.
I needed.
You're not supposed to know how many you need.
Sometimes you do tell us.
No, I never tell you how many you need.
Well, sometimes you say, well, that was...
I'll tell you after the fact.
Whatever.
So what do we see Hambone and Kaz mere sweater do?
Well, it's not really bad. You just
Christ.
suddenly feel really fucking happy and excited. That's it. You gain the elated condition.
Does Neil notice a change in his friends? Does he need to roll a perception check for that?
Roll a wits and empathy check. Casimir, you were affected?
Yes, I'm affected.
You feel your heart beating like you spent Vitae for the blush of life. And you feel your skin flush with warmth.
Something very strange is happening.
Neil got a success.
Did anybody roll for Hector?
I just did. He didn't pass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Hector is also uncharacteristically bobbing his head to the music, and seems like he's enjoying himself. Neil got a success, so you notice that some of your companions are kind of getting into this. They look excited, happy.
He's kind of shaken. Not the condition shaken, but still kind of shaken that Hector is showing an appreciable amount of emotion while he's on the clock. And Neil goes up to Hector and is like, "Hector, you okay?
Yeah, man.
You're actually kind of dancing. This is scaring me, Hector.
Why wouldn't I be dancing?
I don't think I've ever seen you so much as smile, and now you're like, just, I don't understand.
Feel
Looks like you're
good.
about to just burst into laughter."
I feel good.
So in order to resolve the elated condition, you basically need to do something. You need to embrace your happiness and excitement in a way that creates an interesting situation.
Well, Hammond is no longer here. He is out on the dance floor.
Guys, I don't know what's going on. This place, it's
I don't know anything different about Kaz.
there's something special about this. I feel good. I feel alive.
Is there something odd with the music that's coming out of their sound system?
Not that you can tell, no. Victor, roll me that thing that you do where you detect supernatural stuff. Well, you got a success, so it's good enough.
And there goes another die.
That is the third time somebody has dropped a die on the floor today.
When was the second? You. No, that was the first.
Oh, it's the second. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what do I notice?
Some of these employees, actually, almost all of these employees, there's something weird about their appearance out of the corner of your eye. Whenever you look at them straight on, you don't really see it, but it's kind of whenever you let your eyes go out of focus and just kind of accept things, it's like their human appearance peels away and they all look different. And I mean, not just like they all look weird, but like literally different from each other. Like there's one of the bouncers, kind of his form peels away and he looks like a giant empty suit of armor clanking around. Another one of the dancers, one of the girls, she looks like her flesh is made out of polished wood and she has bright green eyes.
I should say Victor should take advantage of the fact that this appears when his eyes are slightly out of focus, and he needs to get sloshed as quickly as possible, thus resolving his elated condition.
I don't have it. I had
He
4
does.
successes.
He doesn't have the elated condition, so he's fine.
Oh, okay.
All of these people have like different appearances, all these inhuman appearances. One of the men who is dancing, he looks literally like one of those posable art dolls with like a face drawn on. Somebody else looks like an old wizened woman in a shawl. But their physical appearance looks like a healthy young girl.
So I noticed some of these bartenders are like that too.
The one with the fox mask literally looks like some kind of weird fox-like human creature.
I'm gonna walk up to where she is. Excuse me.
Yeah, what are you having? She's belting out drinks.
Just something, whatever. Grab me something, please.
Yeah, sure. Rum and Coke?
Sure. What are you?
What? Oh, shit. You can see me?
Yeah.
Uh,
Name's Victor.
I'm a bartender.
Yeah, I'm Vicky.
Nice to meet you, Vicky. Yeah.
Are you a mage or something?
I'm a beast. It's
I have no idea what that is.
basically.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Oh, you're a beast. Oh, that's your okay. Yeah, all right.
Does she call the bouncer over to kill him?
So are you new in town?
Yeah. I'm actually looking for somebody. Starts with a C. Really weird name. Calypso?
Chicanery.
Calixus?
Yes, I'm looking for her. She's a mutual friend of a friend of mine.
Who's the friend?
Delilah.
Oh, Delilah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Delilah.
Yeah, Delilah.
Oh, well, Calixus isn't here tonight. It's her night off.
Damn. Okay. I need to talk to her. What, when she's coming back in? Do you know?
I don't know. I'd have to check the schedule for her. But
Or do you know where she stays at?
probably somewhere in the neighborhood.
Okay.
I don't know exactly where she stays, but yeah, we haven't seen you around before. You should go introduce yourself in the neighborhood.
Sure. Where's the neighborhood? Just around?
It's up the street. It is off of Robin Goodfellow Lane.
Okay, yeah. I'll go check that out and look for Saxes. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to meet you. She kind of looks you up and down.
Nice to meet you too. Here's for my drink.
She takes your grimy damn dollars. Oh no! It's on the house.
Oh,
It's on the house.
cool. Thanks.
Casimir's gonna walk up, feeling, a little bit. elated and basically enthralled with like how feeling flush and feeling his heart beating again, and orders a drink.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I turn to the bartender. Can I get a drink? Some rum, maybe?
Did you get that?
Oh, yeah. What are you having? Rum?
Yes.
She makes you a double rum and slides it across the table to you.
Hey.
I drink it, trying to since I'm feeling alive, I try to enjoy it.
You look like you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I feel alive, I guess is how I would say it.
Well, that's great. That's really good.
Hey, Cass, where's Neil?
I don't know. I lost him in the crowd.
Meal kind of disappeared off the floor. He's no longer with the where the crowds are at. He started walking towards the to the hallway, poking into the. Actually, no. He walked out the side exit, going out into an alley, seeing if maybe there's something strange going on out there.
Do I know where he's at? Like, I saw him do this.
Roll me a perception check at a -2 penalty because of everything going on around you and such.
Was Neil affected? I know Hector was.
No, Neil was not.
I got 1 success, by the way.
So describe to me exactly what Hammond is doing.
Looking up young lady skirt.
I'll describe to the listeners, rather.
If anyone notices, Hammond has found his way into Hammond has found his way into the middle of the dance floor and is dancing like an idiot. Emphasis on the idiot part because he doesn't really know how to dance. He is making a complete fool of himself, but enjoying every moment of it.
And I'm also going to say that because of his stature, he is a bit uncoordinated.
So Hammond is just having a good old time. He starts dancing in front of a pair of twins. It looks like a boy and a girl, and they've got half of their face painted, one on the right side, the other on the left side, and yeah, they're weird as well, Victor.
Okay.
Their faces actually look like masks to your eyes. Well, half their face looks like a mask, the other doesn't.
Okay. Well, Victor's going to take this opportunity to go outside. Like, he's going to leave to go. Since everybody else is having a good time, he's going to go try to look for this lady.